Usually in these videos, I have multiple time frames, but in this case, I've just selected one because I want to focus on one aspect. It's going to be a short video. We're on the NASDAQ NQ Future June contract. We're on the 2-minute chart. And the only indicator I have on the screen is the volume point of control. The VPOC itself, if you're not familiar with it, designates the highest concentration of volume on the chart, which clearly sits up here at 25,090. That's the dashed yellow line. You can see the significant level of volume that has been created at that region through the price oscillating around. And the volume point of control itself, the yellow dashed line, can be considered as what some people refer to as fair value, where price is in agreement. In other words, there's no heavy bias either to the bearish or bullish side. It also means that if you are looking at different time frames and the price is at the volume point of control, it is likely to congest and therefore extremely important to understand, because the volume point of control displays volume on the y-axis, which acts in the same way as price does on the support and resistance perspective. We look at volume in the same way because you can think about it very intuitively, where you have dense regions of volume on the histogram on the right-hand side here, then clearly price is going to, at the very least, find some support or resistance to that region. In other words, it's going to go into a congestion phase when it arrives at that area. And this is what the volume point of control histogram does. It presents this volume. You can see it building here in real time. It presents these areas of very high volume or low volume or medium volume. And really what I wanted to demonstrate here was just how the price action, what it looks like when it breaks away from the volume point of control, which it did at this point here. We had a big injection of volume, some buying coming in there, then we go into congestion, and then we start to see the breakaway from that region and a break through these various levels. But really what I wanted to highlight were these low volume regions here. You've got a low volume region here, and you've got a low volume region here. And the key point is this, that as price gets to these regions, it doesn't pause. It tends to go straight through because there's very little in the way of volume to act, in this case, as support. And it's only really when we get down to the extreme of the histogram that we start to see a bounce. We start to see some buying coming in here, and we're starting to see a minor reaction against the bearish trend that developed as it broke away from the volume point of control. But these are the regions I really wanted to focus on, are these low volume nodes, because as price approaches there, if you're trading and you see these regions on the chart, it's good news because you can expect the price to move through there pretty rapidly, which it did do, and it did certainly on the second occasion here. And it's only when we get down to this level that we start to see volume building again, because we're now moving into a congestion phase. So, short video, just to really highlight the volume point of control, the histogram, how to use it, the importance of understanding how to interpret a volume on the y-axis, and how it will help you to understand, first of all, whether price is going to congest at a node, or whether it is likely to move through fairly rapidly and therefore be advantageous in terms of holding a position in the trend. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Lots more to come as always. See you soon, and bye for now.